Look at that sun. I'm here on my morning walk, and as some of you know, I started to get ideas that I wanted to capture and share with all of you while I walk. And this morning is no exception. The purity of that sun shining through as the leaves show their true colors. It's purifying to allow that light in. I'm going to sit down in a minute. There's somewhere to sit, probably isn't. It's purifying to stand in the light and let it wash away anything you don't need. It really is. So what's my point? Well, I just watched a video with Alberto Burla, I think that's how you say his name, who has used Paxlovid twice. He's had COVID twice. And he's telling everyone it's time now for your children to get the poison shots that we made. And I wonder, how does he sleep at night? I said this to my husband, who replied, he sleeps on his very hard bed that's made of all the money that he earned. So thinking, yeah, okay, I get it. This is the only reality for him. And he's making this reality as comfortable as possible. He doesn't think beyond that. I was seeing the sunshine then coming through, and I've just decided something. I've just let go of something. I've just been thinking about things, and I got an email then from my podcast host to say that 445 listens of your podcast last week. And for a flash of a moment, I thought, well, there's 3 billion million people in the world and only 400 people listen to the podcast. When am I ever going to get bigger? And then the light came in, and I thought, no, those numbers are people who think like Albert Burla, who think this is all there is, the million billions. And it's not all there is, and I can stand before God in a light like that, a purifying light. And I can open up my whole energy field, and he can look into me, and he will see that I have lived a life of truth, a life of integrity, a life of authenticity, a life where I gave a shit, a life where I made mistakes, where I took responsibility, a life where I changed, constantly growing, constantly working on myself, constantly connecting in with him, asking him, where do you want me to be? What would you like me to do? And for the last 6 or 8 months, when I've been asking this, I've been receiving rest. You've done a lot. You need to heal. You need to rejuvenate. And I've been feeling it's such a long time, and why, but my body is changing, and I'm changing, and I'm different than how I was last week before I went away on my retreat. But going away on my retreat, there wasn't that much decontamination to do because I'm living the life that I love. Perhaps similar way to Albert Burla, but having said that, what matters to me makes it harder. To bring that light into your life takes a lot of work. So that makes me feel that 400 people listening to my podcast last week is an excellent amount of listens. It's excellent. And that there are excellent people out there in the world that are working hard so that they too can stand in the light of God and have nothing to hide and know themselves to the best of their capability as they stand there, they can say, hand on their heart, that they did their best. And Alberta Burla, where does he go? Well, he would crumble in front of that light of God, that's for sure. I don't know much. I have a friend who's very much into the Bible and into what happens next and where we go from here. And it's much prettier to look at this. Yes, I'm in an estate. I'm happy to let God decide what to do with me. And I don't believe in God. I know that God is real. I know. It's a visceral knowing. And I also know that those 400 people, or you, or whoever is watching this, is on that path, is on that train. I shared on my Telegram a lovely little anecdote. The train is leaving the station and everybody who stayed is waving their Ukrainian flags and lining up to get their vaccine, and the train pulls away from the station, and it's very sad to leave them there. And we don't know where we're going, and the train is actually picking up speed, but more people are on there than we expected, and it's beautiful where we're heading. And so we have to let go and trust. And that's October energies. Let go and trust. Shed what doesn't serve you. So you let them on the station, you phone them, you can be with them in a different frequency, and then come back to your own. So those are my thoughts on my walk. I hope I haven't bored you. But if you have a chance after watching this video, maybe you'd like to find a shaft of sunshine and stand there in it and visualize yourself opening up completely. And what would you say to God? You'd be pleading for his forgiveness, or have you done all that work already on yourself? And you know that you and he are buds and everything's cool. Because to me, that's what's important. All right, I'll leave it there. So, bye.